move on now to the next big story for today. And for the next big story, I do think that we would have to leave River State for a bit. And we would focus on the national scene, where I woke up to a report this morning. The minister, is it for finance and coordinating minister of the economy, Wale Edun, came out and said, remember yesterday we talked about the statement credited to the Plateau State's governor, Mufwang. And today, Wale Edun is saying, hey, yeah, the reason why there's inflation is because we printed 22 billion naira during various times as president. And he's saying that's the reason why there is inflation. That's the reason why we are in the current economic quagmire we find ourselves in. But I don't know, what do you make of that? What do you think? I know we touched on it yesterday, but when the person in charge of the minister in charge of the economy comes out to tell you, hey, see, it's because of how they did it back then. Now, I'm also thinking, why have we still not invited the former president? Emefiele is going in for his own part. Now, there is the story that broke not too long ago, a few hours ago, that Emefiele may have forged the document where monies were released for foreign observers to observe the election. That story says that private investigators have been able to determine that document was forged, and that the president may not have been aware of such release or such amounts being released. However, if Emefiele can have his time in court, for things that he did, if we printed money, are they saying the president did not know we were printing money? These are the questions. So why are we not bringing the former president to answer questions? 22 trillion naira being printed, is it according to the law? Is it allowed? If it's allowed, what are the limits? These are some of the questions that we need to ask, because you and I are going through hard times. I read about a story where a woman, was it in Enugu State? I can't remember the state, but I think in the southeast, took her children to the police station, dropped the children there. Then she went naked, and then she ran into a moving vehicle. Now, people are going through tough times. I think it's Enugu State, because the first lady has decided to take up caring for those kids. Now, we don't really know what the problem is, but the truth is, more than ever, Nigerians are going through very difficult moments, and whoever is responsible should have his time facing the wrath of the law. If he's innocent, then it's fine. If he's guilty, then he should have his time in court. And no matter how old he is, I don't know what you make of that. But let's quickly leave the second big story and get to the third big story. And it's just as pathetic a story as the second big story for today. And the story has got to do with, the breaking news from an hour ago. What's the time now? 22. So about 2 hours ago, where we were told, I guess some of you may have seen that story, that bandits have invaded a primary school in Kaduna, and they have abducted dozens of students. Someone was shot at, according to the story. I think I did not read thoroughly the story, but according to the headline as seen on one of the dailies, someone was shot at. Maybe we should take out time to read the article so we can get a clearer picture of what really did happen in Kaduna. But it's really a sad thing, because families are going through tough times now. I'm wondering if they will be able to reel out money or bring out money to pay for ransom. But according to the Daily Trust, there was pandemonium in Kuriga town in Chikon local government area of Kaduna State when bandits invaded Leah Primary School, Kuriga 1, and abducted dozens. Now, according to the story, the number of persons abducted could not be ascertained as of press time. But it said that about 100 persons were abducted, according to residents. Now, the head teacher of the school and some other staff are reportedly among the victims. Now, Daily Trust gathered that the incident happened at 8:20 a.m. immediately after the assembly today. The junior and secondary school relocated to the school building inside the Kuriga town a few years ago due to insecurity concerns, abandoning their former school building located outside the town. We've got a commercial coming in, but immediately after the commercial, I'll take your calls. I don't really want to speak much today. So the first big story, the governor, talking about political crisis in Rivers, they say, I go resign. That's not exactly how he put it, but think about it. He said, if you want me to leave this position for peace, then it's not impossible. I'm the governor. I could have fought back, but it will bring about crisis in Rivers State. CBN printed money, the reason for inflation. We will be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is welcome back to Hard Facts.
I've just got another big story. My goodness, I will read it out to you shortly. For those of you joining right now, this is Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Kurubatsubo. It's my pleasure. 27 minutes can pass the hour of 3. I've got another big news for you, still on the political crisis happening in Rivers State, but I would first of all start taking phone calls so that I can speak to someone who can help me confirm this big story. Then you and I will still talk about it. So yeah, there is no much time to waste. First big story, governor's statement. Would have resigned, for peace sake. There is nothing too big a sacrifice to make as it relates to peace in Rivers State. I mean, I'm the governor. I could have cost some kind of storm, but then the Rivers people will be the one to be at the brunt, and I'm not ready for that. The second big story, Edun saying, hey, CBN printed 27.7 billion naira during Buhari's time, and of course the ways and means, the way they handled all of that is the reason why there is inflation. My goodness, what do you make of that? Should we call Buhari for questioning? Is this an excuse as to, remember yesterday the president said that we are not in an economic crisis, and I told you, still on this story, Al Emefiele right now is being said to have forged a document. All of these things are in court. But just reading, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has said that the 22.7 trillion naira printed by the Central Bank of Nigeria through ways and means overdraft for the federal government from 2015 to 2023 under former President Muhammadu Buhari threw the country into the current inflation. And then third big story has got to do with students in Kaduna kidnapped, abducted. Once again, I'm wondering what's happening. Anyways, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp number for WhatsApp messages 0809-0306416. Remember, we're live on Facebook, we're active on X, and we're live on YouTube, Nigeria Interviewed. You could also reach out to me, my personal social media, DKalada, THEKALADA. I've got Frank, and Frank is called in from D-Line. Hello, Frank. Welcome. What is on your mind?
Good afternoon, Mr. Batovo.
Yeah, greetings to you.
Yeah,
Welcome.
let me react on the dozens of primary school students adopted in Kaduna State.
All right.
It's not a good one. I've been hammering on the insecurity in the Nigeria. The president of our country, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, promised that he will secure us. But today, what I'm seeing is different things. The hope that he said is the bandits are kidnapping, killing every day. Yesterday, they killed in Benue. What is happening in that area, Northern Aziz? I have said it time without number that the Northern people should protect themselves.
All right.
What is happening is not good.
All right.
That, for my governor, I know he's a peace-loving man. Please, don't give up, don't resign. We are with you.
All right.
No governor have ever resigned because of crisis in this. You will complete the 4 years. We voted for you for 4 years. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Frank from D-Line. I've got Clinton from Buhari. Clinton, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kalada.
Good afternoon, welcome. Go ahead, I'm listening to you, please.
Thank you very much. It's like the Minister of Finance, Edun, is confirming the story of yesterday that 30 trillion naira was printed and shared. But just that this one is down to 22 trillion naira. 22 trillion naira rather. See, Canada, if there is anybody that is responsible for this financial epidemic that Nigeria is suffering from, those ones should be brought to book. They should be called and properly investigated. Nigerians are suffering because of lost economic policies. We shouldn't make this mistake twice. So if there's anyone culpable, if there's anyone that's subjected to Nigeria to this kind of suffering, they should be brought to book rather. Then on River State, there is no smoke, no fire without smoke, rather. This thing we talk about signing the resolutions from the that the resolutions they are signed. The governor started making some statements and actions. Does it mean that he wants to resign? And he was elected. He was not appointed. He decided to contest because he wants to give Rivers people good governance. And I also believe that he has his own blueprint. And that is why he has been standing ground. Because other people want to subvert his own blueprint and bring India. That is why they have this issue. So if he's trying to resign, that means that he's giving in to the fight. And that shouldn't be the case. Right. Rivers people are someone with him. And I urge him to stand his ground and continue to smile on the face of Rivers as he's doing. God bless Rivers State. Thank you very much.
All right, Clinton, thank you very much. I've got Origi from Ogbogo. Origi, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
You know, I told you Rivers State problem is very big. Last time I told you that.
Indeed, you said so.
You see what is happening? The governor is threatening to resign just for peace. So now you seem to let him finish it up. Because his good name cannot be maintained since he's a politician. If you want to be a politician, you will always play a bad game. That bad game you will play. So they are playing with him. Let him play along. That is that. We saying that the president, former president, should be arrested. It's not so. If I'm serving you and I commit crime, it's me that will help responsible. And then I will call you. The Mayflower is the one that commit the crime. The Mayflower can handle wrongfully.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that Emefiele would have been able to print money without the knowledge of the president? That's what I'm asking you. Is that nobody has called for arresting the former president. We're saying questions should be asked. He should be made to face the law. That's what we're saying.
Maybe himself, ask him question from there. He will link the president or before doing all the nonsense he has done to put Nigeria into this problem. That is that. Then the thirdly is the Kaduna issue. Our people say when you blow an arrow, that you shoot an arrow, you touch one particular tree. You shoot an arrow, touch one particular tree. Is just only that tree that the arrow is meant for? Every time, not, they are kidnapping hundreds. What are you not thinking that there's political game inside there? They are surviving through that, and they are making us feeling that they're suffering. They're not suffering. I'm very happy about it. I can, like our school today, 100 persons are adopted in one day, and nothing the owner of the land will do. Just because I know that there are people there. Do they follow to come to the school? So please, they should remain to tell us truth. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Emeka from Owerri. I missed that one. Thank you very much. Keep those calls coming in, and let's get to hear from you what you think. But while I'm waiting for the calls to come, let's start with Nicholas Erasmus' WhatsApp message. Vale Edun claims of printing 22 trillion naira by various government is the same story and blame games. When Governor Obaseki raised the matter, all APC members were against him for speaking up. APC has nothing to offer apart from excuses. Nicholas Erasmus with that one. Let's say, good afternoon, my dear. The River State Governor is gradually buying the minds of the people with the way he speaks and the way he acts. No wonder he continues to receive overwhelming support even till the next general election. I have never seen a smart politician as this man. Anene Kenechi from Aba. This one says, good afternoon, Kalada. Buhari and ABC government printed some trillions of naira during the administration. Governor Obaseki of Edo State told Nigerians many times that Buhari was printing money to run government, but the FG and APC denied it and resulted to abusing the governor. You see how APC people that use lies and propagandas to come to power is using the same lies and propaganda to keep themselves in power, and Nigerians seem to have been bewitched to continue to believe their lies. Very unfortunate that we have these kinds of people ruling us today, but for how long shall the country continue to have dishonest people in government? Thanks. I remain anonymous. Fubara from Ogbogoro. Fubara, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, welcome, Fubara. I can hear you. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, let me react on this issue of Kaduna. Honestly, is it becoming alarming, and it is something that is becoming so worrisome that a country as Nigeria, on daily basis, we are recording deaths by herdsmen. Do we not have a president? Do we not have the armed forces? What are they doing? Is it until they finish killing everybody in Nigeria, that's when the president will know that something is wrong in the system? Okay, you said on your day one that you hit the ground running, you keep running. Now look at people that are dying every day under a watch. Yes, nothing is being done about it. It's really appalling. Then our governor, well, the thing is, he cannot give up now because a lot of persons are really looking to him as a role model, having taken the part of peace. Resigning now will make the team of his followers look so foolish in the sight of others. So let him continue the fight till he finishes his first tenure. Then he cannot talk of resigning, not contesting the second tenure. That's just my stake.
All right, then thank you very much. I've got Ida from Inkoro. Ida, welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Quickly.
The Kaduna team is too much. This playing game. When Buhari come, when it was good luck, people complain, protest, this, that, and kidnap over 100. Let's go and conclude that. Let people come out and protest. The killing is too much in Nigeria. Every day killing. Open our radio killing. Rather than this place they enjoy, let us from Rivers go there to enjoy with them. Killing everywhere. It's not. All I will do something because something to you.
All right.
And my governor's statement today. That I've never eaten, but as I hear when this my governor speak today in a news headline, rather some of the food. It has a mature man they speak, or a man they speak. It's River State. Oh my brother, live and hope you talk again. I will talk governor making till 2028. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Idadbe. Let's see, Owa from Iwofe. Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yes, I am discussing the issue of printing 22 trillion naira.
Yeah, trillion it is.
Buhari.
Yes.
Have we asked the Buhari what did he say concerning this printing of money? That is supposed to occupy that government house of River State. If you know that you don't have the ability, the capability of manning that office, please do not aspire. Don't go there and start crying.
All right.
That position is for the strong. Is for those who
Owa, I don't know if I don't know if you can hear me.
Not to go there and resign.
Okay.
I don't like to hear that statement again. No.
Okay.
Let him not say it again.
Okay.
And next time, whoever is going to that aspiring for that office should be ready.
Does not
please.
Yeah, what I'm saying. I've got to move on. Alozie from Omuma, welcome. Alozie, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Good afternoon, man of the people.
All right then. Good afternoon.
Man of the people, the stylist is a very big news this afternoon. And I hope and my fear is this Kaduna should not be the replica of what happened in the section of the Jonathan that have the chip here lasted so many today. That chip of theirs was not aware if they have fault when they are free. And I want to ask Christian, this means that this country crime are not superior than the security officers we have in the country. The security issues will happen like this. President. I want to ask you, that governors do. Then I know that the big amount of billion of naira basis of security vote. What are they doing with it? They take place to secure life and property. Unfortunately, we need to.
I'm sorry. I would have to let you go. Sorry, the line is not clear. NS from Onelga, the call is disconnected. So I would have to focus on the WhatsApp message portal now. This one says, good day, Kalada. Governor Sim Fubara is a good man, is keeping his hands clean, using the 48 laws of power, but he can't outshine his master. His 4 years is secured, so he should focus on human capital development and governance. Kamalu Samuel from Rumigbo. This one says, good afternoon, Kalada. The last option Governor Sim Fubara should consider is resigning. He should go and read Nicole Machiavelli's principles. He should read some riot acts for these unrepentant souls. He should know that a woman does not run away from her husband or her husband's house because your husband has a big lower part of his body, I guess. Odimegu Sonny Didia from Omerelu. I've got Jude from Amuma. Jude, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, on my mind is the statement of the Governor Sim Fubara.
Okay.
Saying he will do everything to ensure that peace reigns in River State, including resignation. I am saying, Governor Sim Fubara, you had better resign. Because if you go by the meaning peace and what peace means, it cannot be said that we have peace in River State. We can't have peace when your supporters are being daily attacked, property destroyed, their freedom, their right of freedom of association is being impinged on, and you're talking about peace. What kind of peace are you talking about? If we have peace, the rights of the people should be allowed. Insecurity we have in the state. Are you saying we don't have insecurity? If you have made up your mind to resign and basing it on you want to make peace, we don't have peace in River State. Everybody knows we don't have peace.
What do you mean? What do you mean by we don't have peace? I mean, I was trying to get your point. Is there anywhere?
I have already analyzed what
is there means. Anywhere at war in River State?
If you have peace, or you have more peace, the rights of the people should be guaranteed. People's property, people's rights and property has to be allowed or maintained.
All right.
And we have all this in the state. A couple of days ago, his supporters who have that right of association have been attacked.
I see.
He throws them into the air. And instead of defending them or making sure they have their rights, he goes about talking and will do everything to make this reign at the sacrifice of others. Right. You had better resign. We don't have peace in River State.
All right then. Thank you very much. I've got to move on now. Zion from GRA. Zion, welcome. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. Hello, Zion. Are you there? Zion, I guess Zion, I can hear you. So I'm not taking any more calls. I'm just going to focus on messages now. Let's see. This one says, good day, Mr. Kalada. I like the way Governor Fubara has handled issues in the state. I think his ambition does not worth the blood of anyone. I respect you, Sasin. Tinubu should do the needful by tackling insecurity. Look at the senseless killings and abductions of innocent children. Honor with that one. Bright says the Minister of Finance is just deceiving himself. Is just buying excuses for President Tinubu. There is no renewed hope in President Tinubu. He is only in part to... Okay, that's an allegation. I'm going to skip that. Nigerians have just entered a bus called Tinubu One Chance Bus. Brighton from Moji. And this one says, how can a governor... Okay, how can a governor, I believe you meant to say is ready to leave for peace? What about the people who came out that day to vote for him? KD, we have lazy people ruling us. If they fight you, fight back. Does Abia State Governor have two heads? Can they see all the work he's doing? All right, you said earlier, printed money is the only way out for our politicians because most of them have bad advisors and lazy governors. If they print money, I think they share it to the governors to make their states better. What did they do with it? Yeah, they smell a bag. Churchill with that one from Omagwa. This one says, good afternoon, sir. I am Marchu Ebube Jonathan from Ikodi and Gene. The governor, no doubt, is a man of peace and I love him for that, but he shouldn't give up. Challenges has to make us strong and not for us to faint. He was voted for by the people and it is only the people that can call him back, not pressure from anyone. If the governor, for instance, has a very tough issue or conflict with his wife, would he rather prefer divorce to facing it squarely for a resolve? He should know that he has our back. He shouldn't ever think of resignation because it is a journey that is supported. All right. This one says, good afternoon, Mr. Carl. My name is Frank from Owerri. Please, I am appealing to elders in River State to call wicked order. Let him allow the governor to work for the people of River State. Enough of this intimidation. Let's say no to political godfatherism. Fubara, you go nowhere. We are behind you. Thanks. All right. This one says, Governor Fubara says he could resign if it will bring about peace in River State. Now, wow. That's what you said. Now, wow. CBN printing of 22 trillion naira under Buhari fueled inflation Edun. So why are you telling us? So we can arrest him? Shameless people, you said. Bandits invade Kaduna primary school. Shoot Pupil, abduct dozens. Is Nigeria becoming a failed state or is it a failed state already? You're asking Newton Ikira. Very concise the message today. This is good day, Canada. Nigeria is bigger than any individual. If under the watch of Buhari such money was printed and that is the cause of inflation and the hardship in Nigeria today, let him be invited for questioning. But I'm afraid because PDP and APC are one and the same, who will question who? I am Comrade Godswill. All right, 12 minutes to the top of the hour. What am I going to do? Best man Edberry on Facebook says, Mr. K, we know the governor is a peaceful man, but there comes a time when he must use his power to bring the desired peace we need in the state. On the issue of 22 trillion naira, the former president should be invited for questions. Best man Edberry from Agboga, Igruta. Thank God, I think I've read your message on WhatsApp, so I'm going to skip Oh wow, I don't even know what's wrong with the network. All right, moving on. Let's see. This one is from Melody Uniport, and it says, "This clueless government of Tinubu should stop running from pillar to post. Was he not the one that said he's continuing Buhari's fine legacy? That means he supported all Buhari's bad policies, including the currency printing. As for Fubara, his silence is golden. To a large extent, he's using a silent strategy to pepper them. His decorum and calm gesture has brought decency, maturity to governance. I urge him to use people-oriented performance in silencing the structure keepers." And this one says, "Good afternoon, man of the people. Governor Sim Fubara will not resign. He will finish his 4 years plus another 4 years as other governors did." I think he meant to say completes 8 years. Governor Godwin Obaseki spoke out 2 years ago concerning secret printing of Naira notes running into trillions by the CBN. This clueless federal government criticized it. Today, what are Nigerians hearing? Tinubu, I just hope before you end your 4 years tenure, we will still have our northern brothers and sisters everyday killing. Is it not yet time to stop these killings, Lady V? I'm going to go back to the phone lines, take 1-2 more calls, and we call it a wrap. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. There is the number 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp number 0809-0306416. I did promise you another breaking story, but I've been asked to calm down. The details of that story is coming, so in the course of the show, I'll tell you all about that. So you want to stay tuned. Zion is calling from GRA. Zion, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
The attack in the school in the northern part of Nigeria is called for concern.
Okay.
But I want to give or suggest an idea. Since the military or the security agencies in the south, and southeast are doing well, bombarding this one and that one, can they send these troops here to the north and achieve this record and success achieved here in the south, southeast? Why are they keeping them wasting their talents, their energy, their knowledge here? If they can achieve all this. Because this on news concerning Nigeria is not too good. And we have people who can do the job. But the issue of Governor Sim Fubara, him resigning is not my problem. But any day he resigns, let him know that he's indebted to me, Mr. Zion.
All right.
And I will sue him to court for resigning.
Okay.
You cannot let people in their mass to support you at the detriment of their finances and everything. And you want to drop them in the middle of nowhere that for peace you want to resign.
But you know what they say, when two elephants fight, the grass is softer, and in this case it's trying to
avoid. Who is the elephant? Who are the elephant and who are the grass?
The political actors, I guess. I mean, based on the scenario.
Who are we? So we are the grass. So we are not the grass. We are.
All right, Zion, thank you very much. You've got Bernard from Port Harcourt. Bernard, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good afternoon, Calvada.
I greet you.
Yeah, I want to say that the governor's disposition is one of the weapons he's using against his enemy to succeed in the governance of Rivers State. It's not actually that he wants to resign, but he's saying all this things to provoke Rivers people against those who are fighting his enemies. And by so means, he is getting more supporters across the state.
I see.
So I've been trying to understand his greatest weapon. Through this means, he wants to resign. He's puppy. He can do everything for
peace. No, it's not.
Let me will get more angrier.
Let's put it this way. All right.
And he has been succeeding in doing that.
All right.
Thank you.
Bernard, thank you. But let's look at this thing critically. It's not like he's saying, I'm going to resign tomorrow, next tomorrow. He says, I am willing, I could. I mean, if it will bring about peace, then I'm not going to stay here as if my life depends on it. I've just got 8 years at most. And that's, I'm not going to explain for you. Maybe when I come back from the commercial, or maybe I can just play it already.
If leaving this position is what I need or what is needed to bring more peace in the state, I can even tell you because I will take it. It's not about me. People should understand that I definitely am here. For more, I will go. But River State will still remain